And we're back. This time I'm going to show you the basic effect behind the monster logo. So this little energy drink, you might have seen that logo. Here are 3 colors that we're going to use. You can copy the hex code. We'll use that for the gradient later. First, let's start with the pen tool. Let me make that black, the fill color and swap the colors. Oh, that was my mistake. Obviously I need to deselect the rectangle first. And now I make the fill color black, swap the color so that I only have a stroke color. I use the pen tool and drag a simple shape. It doesn't matter if it's perfect, as we are going to add the effect later on anyway. The basic form, it looks, it's tough to explain. Maybe it looks like a Nike swoosh, but rotated around 90 degrees and then reflected. I adjust these anchor points with the direct selection tool, press A for that. Or you can simply, while having the pen tool activated, hold Ctrl and it will be temporarily activated. And then you can readjust the anchor points. It's the basic shape that we want to have. I press V for the selection tool. I select it. Then I drag a copy out of it holding Alt and I resize that, holding Shift and Alt first, and reposition that. I need another copy, go back to the original, hold Alt, drag it to the right side. This one should have the same size. Reposition the center one, so the biggest, so that it overlaps with the left one. Right one, it shouldn't overlap. That's a good starting point to show you the effect. Let us select the left one first, then go to Effect, Distort and Transform, and then Roughen. Click on Preview and you can see what's happening. So we'll create these wiggly lines. I'll use Absolute and then use a size of around 10 pixels, a little bit less or more. Try it out for yourself. And you can add details or get rid of them. Let us use a smooth point, so not a corner point, and it comes very close. Once again, I add the same effect to the one in the center. I readjust it slightly, and the same effect to the one on the right side, and you can see that it looks a little bit different every time we use that effect. But if you add the effect to one form, one shape, and you copy that shape, the effect looks the same. So you need to make copies first and then add the effect. Let us apply a gradient with the gradient tool and the gradient menu. You'll find that under window gradient. Let's give it the default black and white first. I'll double click on the left, then I click in the center position. As long as there's a plus sign below the cursor, I can add a third color point. I double click, use the eyedrop tool, and again double click on the right one, give it this green color with the eyedrop tool. Now I need to adjust the gradient with the gradient tool. When you have this sign appearing, you can make it smaller, then reposition it, I'll rotate it slightly. And you can play around with the colors a little bit. And these little white dots, or these white circles, they are there to play around with the transition between the colors, so you can smoothen that as well. I'll add the same gradient to the center and the right shapes and adjust them slightly. Again, I'll make it smaller, rotate it, play a bit around with the colors and the transitions. It looks fine. We need to add a stroke, and we'll increase that up to 3 points, should be good. And the center one, I'll make that a little bit bigger. And this is the basic effect you can use to create this logo. When you want to have it perfectly recreated, obviously you need to use the pen tool. Or when you just want to use the effect for your own designs, this is how to do it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.